respect in the lineup equals safety. It doesn't matter who they are, where they're from. You have to be aware of everybody. You can't just blatantly drop in on people, you know what I mean? I grew up on Kauai where respect was super important, and most of us Kauai boys who grew up there in a small community, respect is super important because it's a small place and you see everybody. You're not anonymous. You know, if you do stupid stuff, everybody knows. This is a warrior culture. Not too long ago, it was a warrior society. You know what I mean? You took things if you wanted it, and you demanded respect. I think it's pretty mellow compared to how it was when I was a kid here. If the hui paddled out, if the boys paddled out, you had to get out of the water. If you didn't know them, in any case, some cases, you still had to get out. Everybody in the water had to clear out for how long the boys served. Definitely locals should get the best waves first, you know, and after that, you know, everybody else can have theirs. But I think safety is the #1 issue. That's what it is for me. It's what it's always been. You know, that's why I just try to educate people on the lineup, and ultimately, respect equals safety in the lineups. If you don't have any respect, you know you're going to hurt someone.
When it comes to surfing, I think it has a lot to do with, like, you know, coming out and acknowledging people. And I always try and remember that whenever I go anywhere else. Like, I hardly ever try and just sit at the peak and like rule like a lineup that's like driven by a bunch of people who like live and breathe that spot, you know. And then I always like say hello and like acknowledge them and say hi and like make sure that you give that acknowledgement and interaction, and eventually like you get to talking, and the next session you go out, it'll be natural and easy and mellow and not all eggy and angry and stuff. Like when you go and paddle out somewhere, don't just sit there and like have the horse blinders on and paddle for any wave. Like watch, you know, watch the lineup and how it works, because it's like an organism, you know. Like there's things that complement each other, and then there's things that clash, and you know, like the visiting pros who have been coming here for their entire lives as well, like they come up and it's like, yeah, it's like cool to see a friend from another part of the world, and like, you know, in exchange, like they're giving a good vibe and they get waves, you know. That's just how it is.
If you have respect, you'll get waves. So it's real simple.